Hello, welcome to Home Cooking with Somjit. Today I'm going to share with you how to roast nuts with air fryer. So I have different type of nuts. This is raw almond, cashew nut, almond flakes, some peanuts, and also pumpkin seed. It's very quick and very simple. And each type of the nuts, it would take below 8 minutes to roast it. So we're going to start off with cashew nut. This is 250 grams pack. So I have here the basket netting. So I'm going to put all the nut in the basket, just like that. Very simple. And going to put it in the air fryer. Just put it in, like that. Set the temperature to 160 degrees. And set the time for 8 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'm going to open up and stir the cashew nut. See? Cashew nut is started to turn brown, so we're going to give it a stir. Continue to cook another 4 more minutes. Time's up. Let's take a look at the cashew nut. See, it's nice golden brown. Because the cashew nut has already absorbed enough heat, so we will take it out at this stage from the heat, and it will still continue to cook and brown when it's outside the pot. So, but however, if you want it more brown, you can just continue to cook for another 1 or 2 minutes. But at this stage, it's already enough for now. So I'm going to take out from the air fryer. So we're going to pour it in the tray. The tray that used is better to be the heat resistant tray. And I have a lot of salt here. If you just want a plain cashew nut, you can just leave it to cool, and until it's completely cool, then you can just keep it in the airtight jar. However, but for myself, I like it to have a little bit salty taste, so I'm going to put a lot of salt over it. While the cashew nut is still hot, right, the heat can melt the salt a little bit, and it will absorb it into the cashew nut, so it will be slightly with the salty taste. Will be nice. So I'm going to leave it here until it's completely cooled down. Then we're going to dust out the salt and keep it in the airtight jar. Now we're going to move on to cook the almond. This is 150 grams of almond. So I'm going to do the same, but however, the air fryer is already hot, right? So I'm just going to put the almond at 160 degrees for about 6 minutes. 160 degrees, same temperature setting, and set the time for 6 minutes. At about 3 minutes, I'm going to take it out and give it a stir again. Just give it a stir. And continue to cook 3 more minutes. Time's up. See, and pour it on the plate. Same thing with the cashew nut. I'm going to also coat it with salt. And I'm going to put it aside, leave it to cool down. For this pumpkin seed, right, it's quite a lot. We're just going to put it like 3/4 basket. Just this much. At 160 degrees, this one for about 5 minutes. At about 3 minutes, I'm going to take it out and give it a stir. And put in for another 2 minutes. Alright, time's up. This pumpkin seed have been in the air fryer for about 5 minutes. It has absorbed enough heat and it will still continue to cook when we remove it out from the air fryer. So I'm going to also sprinkle some salt, but for this one I don't put too much salt. So I'm going to leave it to cool while I continue with the almond flake. For almond flake, we will do the same, but the timing will be slightly less because almond flake, they are quite small piece. They are quite thin, right? I'm going to cook it for only 4 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'm going to take it out and give it a stir. Alright, time's up. Look at the color, it's just slightly brown. You don't want to cook it until dark brown in the air fryer because it has already absorbed enough heat. So when we take it out from the air fryer, it will still continue to cook and continue to brown. So just about this color is perfect. Because of almond flake, they are very small pieces, right? I'm just going to sprinkle some salt. I don't want to put too much salt. Later on, we can't take it out. Just sprinkle the salt and mix it only. Very little, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oh, very hot. Last, I have a packet of peanut. So we're going to open it. For peanuts, right, sometimes they are quite big and sometimes they are quite small. And then we're going to trying to remove something like this, unwanted twig or leaf or anything that it's not supposed to be in the peanut. Something like this. If remove all the unwanted stuff, and then we can go and put in the air fryer. For peanuts small size like this, it will take around 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Two more minutes. So I'm going to take out and give it a stir. Alright, time's up. If the inside is still very white like this, right, it means that it's still not very well cooked yet. So I'm going to continue to cook for another 3 minutes. That is 5 minutes. We shall take out when it reaches 2 minutes. Alright, so time's up. Just now I supposed to continue to cook for another 3 minutes, but I accidentally pressed the time to 5 minutes. So I'm going to switch off the heat now. Switch off the air fryer and we will remove the peanuts from the air fryer. Oh, look at that. Same thing, we're going to just pour it into stainless steel tray. So for peanut, I'm roast it to put for after cooking, so no need to put salt. But if you want to roast it for snack, you can put salt. It's nice to have some salty taste, right? Alright, these are the nuts that I have roasted and they have completely cooled down. So we're going to remove it from the salt and then keep it in the container. We're going to start with cashew nut. It's easy to remove it from the salt. Just like that. It's very simple. So I'm going to put it in a container. This is a recycled bottle. Okay. For this salt, it still can be used. Don't throw it away. So I'm going to keep this salt for future use. And for the cashew nut, just keep it in the airtight container. Then you can have a nice roasted cashew nut in 8 minutes. Alright, that's a simple technique that I want to share with you, that we can roast all the nuts with air fryer and as perfect as oven roast. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share with your friends. And remember to subscribe for more of my simple home cooking tips like this. Thank you and bye-bye.